Hello everyone and welcome to Katharine's Creatures. This is a series where I talk a little bit about and touch base upon various mythological beasts, beings, and the like pulled from lore worldwide. And I always like to preface by saying that I am not a linguist, so if I mispronounce anything, I do apologize in advance. And today I wanted to talk about the Khyah, that has a couple different alternative spellings and pronunciations, but Khyah being the most common. And this is a mythical humanoid creature that comes from the folklore of the Newari people, which are a group of people that actually are inhabitants of a specific valley called Kathmandu, located in Nepal. And the Khyah is considered to be this fat, hairy, kind of short, almost ape-like creature. Visually, it reminds me something of a very shortened version of something akin to a Yeti or a Sasquatch, but being on the smaller side of that particular family grouping, though this one has a variety of abilities, more so than usually see with some other kind of ape-like creatures in myths and lore and stuff like that. So, going back to the Khyah, its appearances have some variability, and they actually do pop up in a variety of children's stories of the Newari society. And when considering this creature, it can be viewed as either good or bad. Khyahs that are friendly kind of fill the home in which they live with a sense of goodness. Those that are viewed as bad bring trouble. And some of this is sometimes associated with the coloration of the Khyah. If being white in color, it is considered good luck or a bringer of good luck. And if it is black in color, it is a creature that can cause problems for the household. Now, encountering one, it is rumored to cause the person to become ill. So in some circumstances like that, maybe it's better to avoid them altogether. And they're not, like I said, always considered these good creatures. For instance, they will attack and claim victims, but their method is one that I've only heard utilized one other time in a very different myth, and this is by tickling their victims to death. So very unique in all regards, their method of hunting almost. So the Khyah are these, again, very interesting creatures viewed as, hunters and ill-bringers and this kind of negative connotation, yet they're still viewed as and are thought to be attendants of a particular goddess, Lakshmi, who is the goddess of wealth. And because of that, the Khyah are often depicted guarding bags of coins. So these protectors of wealth in some ways. Now, if the Khyah lives in your home, they're often thought to dwell in the attics or dark storerooms, and they have a fear of lightning. So I don't know if that translates to electricity proper, but they do fear lightning. So that is something to be aware of. And in the lore, I was noted that there is another creature that kind of serves as the antithesis of the Khyah, which, hopefully I pronounce this one as close as possible, is the Khyah, and that other entity is depicted as a skeleton creature. So you have one that's kind of the short, hairy ape, and the other one that is the skeleton, but they serve as antithesis of each other. Whew, getting my words in a jumble. Okay, moving on. So there is one other thing I wanted to note, and there is a particular festival called the Yena Festival in Kathmandu. And during this festival, one dance that is traditionally done actually incorporates people dressing as the Khyah within that particular ceremony. And then the last thing I will mention, though, this will be something if you want to research, I always advise doing your own research, but there is a handful of particular subspecies that have their own abilities or quirks associated with them and their own names associated with them. So they kind of a variety. I think there was maybe 7 or 8 of them. So check them out if you're interested. But overall, the Khyah, again, is this both good and or evil creature that looks like a short, hairy ape like being. There you go. Now, if you have any questions about this or anything else, please post them in the comments below or join or message me on any of my other social media. And until next time, everyone, Skål.